Hello everybody, welcome to IT Skills channel. In today's video, we're going to take a look at automating Nutanix or fixing Nutanix cluster or expanding the cluster. So there's going to be a couple sections in this video we're going to take a look at and focus on that. So without further ado, let's get started. So you can see over here, I have a Nutanix G5 nodes with 4 node cluster. And this is how everything looks like right now. And this is my disk information. So this cluster actually has an issue. You can see here, node ready to be added to metadata. So that's what it's saying. But before that, somehow I lost network connection. I just plugged in this server into a wrong switch. And when I did that, it caused a lot of unforeseen issues. So that's what we're going to do, is try to fix that unforeseen issues. So to get there, we need to just simply come over here, and it says here node ready to be entered into the metadata. We have to click on here, select the node that's having a problem, which is this one, and it enter in the metadata. Before we do that, let me show you this. This is something that Nutanix is pretty good at helping us, but a lot of times you have to actually work hard for it. You can see it's showing up. We have 4 nodes and 1 block. That's what we have. But if you look at it here closely, it's not really happy yet. So we need to make sure this is fully happy. And if I click on the VMs, and you're going to see the VMs where they live, what node do they belong to? There's node B, node C. All the VMs are in node B, node C. There's no VMs in node D right now. And we're trying to fix that. So because you want the VMs to be all spread out correctly in the correct nodes. So that's what we're going to fix. So to do that, simply what we need to do is fix that. So let's come back in here. We're going to click on here. It says enter metadata, enable metadata store. We're going to do this, click there, and it says here successfully enable metadata store. So that is there. Now we're going to wait for this, and we can actually refresh this. So the error message is gone now. So the node is pretty happy. Obviously, it does have some issues, like it failed a couple weeks ago, and it had other issues. I've been pretty busy. I didn't have a chance to fix it. But now that we fixed this, let me go back to the VM tab. On the VM tab over here, we're going to move one of the servers into a different node. Let's move this one into a different node. So NPS2, we're going to right click. If it's going to actually allow me to do that, sometimes it's super stubborn. It may be frozen here. Hold on. My machine is frozen, so bear with me. We're going to get this. So now we can right click and we're going to hit migrate. Right now, it should show up all the nodes, and we're going to put this in node D. Boom, migrate. So we can see the detail of the migration, and it's trying to migrate there. It hasn't completed this yet because it's not done. So once it's done, it's going to show us that it's fully migrated. So you can see it's actually attempting to do it at 5%. So this is just a quick video on how to repair or fix Nutanix cluster that has issues. So a lot of times it's just simply troubleshooting it, making sure that the network connectivity is okay. Because if the network connectivity is not okay, the Nutanix nodes are not going to be able to communicate with the cluster, and you need to make sure that network connectivity is good. In this case, I have so many of clusters of nodes set up with VMware, Hyper-V, Nutanix, bunch of them. So I accidentally unplugged a couple of them to a different unmanaged switch, and those switch were not in service anymore. That's why this is self-inflicted issue. Regardless, we fix it. Sometimes it's not about the issue showing up. It's about how do you deal with it. That's all it is. So it's at 91% right now. It should be completed pretty soon. And once it does, we'll be able to go ahead and actually test it. And then we'll be good to go. So it says completed 100%. That's perfect. So now let's click on node D. We can see over here, this is actually on node D right now. So that's perfect. If I go home now, you can see pretty much everything is almost happy. And then we're going to fix, as a bonus, we're going to fix a couple of things here. Node D this is the issue has been telling us since 8/18, almost a month ago right now. So we're going to hit resolved because we did fix those. The other thing we need to fix is that, let me get out of simulation mode first. We do have a couple of issues. We have a cluster services error, and then we also have a host node in host errors. So you can see what failed, name configuration. That's DNS. Let's take care of the DNS first. So let's come over here to the settings. And then from the settings, we're going to look for name servers. This is not bad. Let's take a look at MTP servers. So this is the problem. I'm pointing it to an old DC that doesn't exist anymore. So I'm removing it from it. right now. So the name server is fine technically right now. And so we should be able to check that and it should be able to be good. So now, so you can see here, one of them is good. It's already starting to get that notification. 2 is good. And so let me do a health check or run a check on this one. And it should be able to come back. Duplicate net NCC component exists. I'm going to do NCC check. So it's possible that it's already checking one. It is doing health check already. So we have to wait for the health check to complete. Once it completes, then we should be good to go. So it says health check completed 100%. Now we just have to refresh it and see it's completed, but we're not 100% happy with it. And you can see here NTP not configured, time is not synchronized. So there's a couple things, and that's from July. If I edit this and hit resolved, so we should be good on that. And then let's come over here. We're still trying to figure out this cluster service issue. So let's click on cluster service and see what's wrong with the services here. NIC MTU. So this is a fine because I'm using random switches here and there. There's a possibility that we're not going to be able to fix this because I have a basically random NIC that's not all connected together in the same switch. So that's why. So therefore they're showing a different set of speed. But this one, we should be able to have resolved it by now. So verify the CVM hypervisor name server. So we need to go back to the name server again one more time. We may have to use our imperm name server. Let's get rid of this. And then we're going to configure 192. That's one. And then 192.168.1.240. That should be able to get it going. All right. Then now we did the name server like this. And then let's take a look at MTP. 192.168.111. 192.168.1.40. Boom. So now that we did this, let's come back in here into the health services of the cluster. And then let's go to the action and then run in quick NCC. We're going to check for only failed or warning. We can save some time on that. So it's actually trying to check, because the thing about it is that we don't want everything to be always red. We like this to be all nice, neat. And so that's why we're working with this. Just complete it and let's see if we come through our changes. So you can see here cluster services is good now, and we fixed a couple of NTP servers, so we're starting to get closer here. We still have a slight issue over here. That means the hosts are getting the changes. They're going to be green soon. So you can see they're yellow now. They're starting to read the time, the name servers and NTP. So if I refresh it, you can see we're no longer red. So we need to look at the warning, host time synchronization. So node D is not synchronized yet. It's just coming back. So let's do an NCC check again, and then we're going to refresh it in a second. So I expect at least node A to C should be clear after this. And then node D is going to take a while to come back and actually be part of the game, if you will, the cluster. So I'm going to do a one check for the warning, and then we're going to see what happens once it's done that. It says it's completed now. Let's refresh it. Still warning. So let's see what we can do to fix this, because I know the problem. I think it probably just doesn't like when we use various things, let's just say, host time synchronization. So we are not happy with it. Still not happy with the synchronization. So let's come back here. We're going to do one more thing with the end name server, the DNS, and we're going to try to this time remove outliers. So let's come over here, remove additional servers. So we're going to use only 111 for now. We're pretty much putting all our egg in one basket with 111. And then same thing for the name server or MTP. We're going to remove Google. We're only going to use 111. So let's come back now to the health services and then come over here and CC check for the warning. We want green. That's what we want. And that's why we're going to get it. Waiting for that to finish checking, and then we'll be good. That's finished. Let's try this again. Still not there yet. So it still hasn't fully synchronized yet. And this sometimes could take a little bit. And you can see here, warning. It says verify the NTP are configured and reachable, which we have, which they are reachable. But I got to figure out something, because right now it's actually, we're going to try something else. We're going to go rely strictly on Google, just in the event that we are not able to. Let's go to NTP, remove this. Let's rely on Google 88. All right, boom, Google is added. Let's refresh. Let's check it one more time. Right now, we don't have a name server complaining. We just need to fix the NTP, the time server. So the time server, I was trying to use our on-prem, but it may not work. So we're going to try to use our non-on-prem server like Google, see if that will fix it. We're waiting right now. So he said it's finished doing it. And sometimes it does take a little bit for that to finish completely. And this one is obviously not going to be synchronized yet. All right, let's try one more time. Let me try host name. I'm taking this personally right now, because I know we can fix this. So let's go move here to type in pool.ntp.org. And I'm going to do 208.67.222. Let's open DNS. We are giving every chance for this to succeed now. All right, that's fine. All right, this is the last saloon. And if it doesn't work right now, we may have to just do a full NCC check and then come back. All right, it says completed. I don't think it's done it yet. I think we need to definitely go to the full check. So let's just do a full check. Run NCC, all. But we're looking good. We just need to try to get this warning away from here. And we had some error. Cassandra size check. Wait for the full check, 16% right now. So once the full check is complete, we'll refresh it and that should be golden. All right, so let's refresh it again. It doesn't look good yet. Looks like we're going to have to wait for a little bit for that warning to disappear and it will go away eventually. It's just going to take a second. But anyways, I'm going to end it here. And then once it's good on the next video, I'll show you the result of this. But for now, we're good. Our cluster is happy. This is the specs we have. We're very good. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Have a good rest of the day. Peace.